Well, everyone, g'day y'all. That's how an Australian talks to people in Kentucky. And if I talk to more than one person, it's g'day y'all. Okay, so g'day y'all and g'day all y'all. All right, so we're going to have a fun time today. And I'm going to get online here in a moment and follow everyone. By the way, if you look upwards, that blue stuff is sky.
It is.
That is sky. For here in Kentucky, we actually see that now and then. But it's a beautiful, what a beautiful day. What a sad day that people can't come to the Creation Museum and the Ark on a day like this. And it's such a beautiful day. And so as soon as people start getting online, we got some fascinating things to show you today. And so I see it's come up on my Facebook here. So there we are. And oh, we got a number of people jumping online here. Tell us where you're from. And kids, we got a competition for you coming up. So we'll tell you about that in a moment. I'm here with Leanne and Sarah Jo.
Yes.
And my understanding is that we are giving out free pedicures today.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, because, I mean, all those sorts of places are closed.
Yes, they are.
But apparently we still allow pedicures at the Creation Museum. Is that correct?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We do.
Because people aren't allowed to do pedicures with people.
No.
But if evolution's true, right, and humans are just animals, then you shouldn't be doing pedicures on animals either.
Yeah, probably not.
You know, if you believed in evolution.
Yeah.
But because you're a creationist, you can do a pedicure today.
Yes, we can do a pedicure today.
See, even with all the restrictions with the virus and whatever, and, you know, you can't have pedicure places open, but we can at the Creation Museum because we don't believe in evolution. We believe in creation, and so animals are not humans. Humans are made in the image of God.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, just as well I believe in creation, because if I believe in evolution, I'd have to social distance myself from the animals, and so would you.
Yeah.
Which means you couldn't give them a pedicure or feed them or do anything. Think about that.
That would be good.
Glad we're creationists. My name is Dr. Doolittle. And these days, I speak more to animals than I do to people, because I'm not allowed to speak to people. I've got to social distance myself. So I come and speak to the animals at the Ararat Ridge Zoo at the Ark and Creation Museum here. Mm-hmm. Okay, Leanne, lots of people online.
Okay.
And we've got a lot, they're from all over. And we've got a competition coming up. Kids, we've got a competition. Mm-hmm. So we're going to show you some pictures here in a little bit. They're x-rays, actually, and we're going to get you to guess which animal they belong to, okay? We're going to give you to the end of the program to do that. But in the meantime, before we do the pedicure on the poor little chicken, or rooster, or whatever it is, the hen kind, or is it the rooster kind? It's the fowl kind.
Yes.
Because a hen would mean only females. See, you know what? I should be a zookeeper. I really should. Okay, so Leanne, take us to what are we going to do first?
Okay, first off, today we're going to go and do a health check on Boomer the Wallaby. So all of our animals here at the Creation Museum, as well as all the animals at Ararat Ridge Zoo, they get health checks. So they get bi-weekly health checks. So all the animals get a health check every 2 weeks.
I already saw someone from Australia on here. So for you people in Australia, we're going to show you how you do a real health check on an Aussie animal.
Yes.
A wallaby.
A wallaby.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
So Sarah Jo.
Keep your distance. Keep away from me.
Okay. So Sarah Jo here is our vet tech here at the Creation Museum as well as the Ark Encounter.
So Sarah Jo is a vet tech.
Yes.
What's a vet tech? Is that sort of sounds like genus and species.
So a vet tech is a animal nurse. So
basically
the equivalent of a nurse for people. She's a nurse for animals.
A nurse for animals. Okay. We have a nurse for animals, and she doesn't need to have a mask on or anything because we believe in creation, and this is an animal and it's not a human. So am I getting that? See, I'm getting this. I'm getting into this stuff. Okay. All right. So here we go. We're going to find Boomer and do a health check, and then we're going to go and show you these x-ray pictures. And kids, we want you to be guessing what the animals are. We're going to see how good you are today. So we've got a competition for you. And then we're going to do a pedicure on a rooster.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Okay,
so here's Boomer.
Here's Boomer. And I'm just going to let Sarah Jo kind of go over what we do with our health checks here with the animals.
So yeah, this is Boomer. He's our little Bennett's Wallaby. So like Leanne said, we do bi-weekly health checks. So So that means out of all of our animals, every single one of them gets a really thorough look over at least every other week. So that way we're making sure they're in tip-top shape and we're not missing anything as we're seeing them day to day. So what we tend to do, can I just do that? Is that okay? So what we tend to do is start at their face. So I'm just going to take a look at Boomer and check his nose and his eyes and make sure he's all looking healthy there. Going to check his ears and his mouth as he's opening his mouth. Check out those teeth.
See, I could be a vet tech because, look, 2 eyes, yes, check. 2 ears, yes, check. 1 nose,
Perfect.
check. See, how's that?
Got it nailed down.
Have I graduated?
Not quite. Get in there, though.
Okay.
Maybe by the end, if you can get all the x-rays, we'll say you graduated. So then we're going to check out his limbs and his back, his tummy, and we're also going to manipulate everything we can, which means we're just going to touch him all over the place. So basically that's desensitizing him, so that way if he were to ever get an injury or get sick, we hope not, but if he did, he'd be well used to us touching him, and that way we can treat him as best as we can when those things happen. Right now what actually he's doing is getting weighed. So this is a scale.
Somebody just asked, Rachel here asked, how heavy is Boomer?
Boomer last weighed in at what, 25 pounds? Oh no, he's 31. I'm sorry. Last time. Yeah, he's over 30 pounds now, so he's still got a little bit of growing to do. Would you like a peanut?
So you've got him on a scale right now.
Yep, so he's trained to hop up on there normally. Today he was hanging out in the shade, so he's actually very well desensitized to people that I was able to just pick him up and bring him on over, and that way he can hang out on the scale.
So you fool him into offer him food to hop on the scale.
Yes. Yep. So he's very well used to getting his weight checked, and that way we can keep a really good close eye on how well he's growing, because he is not quite full grown yet. He's getting there though. So we're going to check out his little hands. If you guys can see, he's totally fine with me checking out his hands.
So listen to this, Sarah Jo.
Yes.
Wow, Alan H5 has been talking about wanting to be a vet and asked me what a vet does.
Oh, that's awesome. So a vet, is basically an animal doctor. We work with several vets here at the Creation Museum and the Ark Encounter zoos. We work with different specialists. So there's vets for large animals, small animals, exotics, reptiles, and birds. And there's even vets that do acupuncture and chiropractics, which we'll talk about later. So there's even specialties there.
And you're a vet tech, which means?
I'm a vet tech. So it's basically the nurse of the vet field. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So I coordinate with all of our vets that we work with to make sure we're getting top care for all of our animals. Part of being a vet tech, you do continuing education hours, and I make sure I do all mine exclusively on zoo animal medicine. So that way we're doing everything current and up to date with all of our zoo animals here.
So do we find out how much Boomer weighs?
He weighs 31 pounds.
31. So that's good?
Yes, very good.
So
very
he passes?
Good. He does. Yep.
Oh, that's excellent. All right. So we're going to leave Boomer then?
Yep, we're going to head over to check out those x-rays and see who can guess which animals they belong to.
So kids, get ready. We're going to show you some x-rays and we're going to see how good you are. We're going to number them, I presume.
Yes, yep.
And you can put your answers in here and we'll see how you do, okay? So, someone asked how big kangaroos get. I mean, some of them can, when they're sort of standing upright on their big legs, they can be, 6 feet and more?
The males can definitely get well over 6 feet tall, yeah. The females stay a little bit smaller, but those males get very, very large.
So I popped into the Creation Museum today because we have staff that have to work here, essential to maintaining everything here. And of course the animals take 24-hour care. You have to watch over them all the time. So we're going to go up here and...
So we've got all of our x-rays lined up right over here.
Oh, okay.
They're all numbered.
All right, so we're going to take you through these. Okay, kids, I want you to look at these x-rays and you have to have a guess at what you think, the x-rays represent here, which particular animal, okay? Which particular animal they represent. Okay, so what is that one? That's number 1. What's number 2? Well, it looks like a hand, doesn't it? Okay. And what is number 3? Make sure you got your pen and pencil, write these down. I think, you know what? That looks like a fish to me. Would I make a vet tech? No?
Not quite.
Okay. All right, I might be wrong on that fish. All right, what's this next one? That's number 4. That looks like a dinosaur. Is that a dinosaur? Okay, all right. What's number 5? I have no idea what number 5 is. Okay, what is number 6? No, that's the dinosaur. That must be the dinosaur. Okay, no, these are all living animals, right? Oh,
Yes.
they're all living animals,
Yes.
just so you know. Okay. Number 7. What's number 7? All right, so there we are. I tell you what, we'll give you one more quick scan down here. Yeah, okay, we just move through them real quickly. Okay, number 1, what do you think number 1 is? Okay, what do you think number 2 is? And there's number 3, and there's number 4, there's number 5, there's number 6. This helps you learn to count too. It's helping me learn to count. Number 7. Okay, all right, write those down. Put your answers in here. And I see lots of answers coming in. And someone said 7 is... Really? You think it's a sloth? I don't know. All right, we'll come back to that one and have a look. It might be. Oh, I see lots of answers coming in. That's great. In the meantime, we're going to see the fowl kind, a rooster in particular. That's a male of the fowl kind.
Yes.
See, I know my stuff. And we're going to see it get a pedicure. The
Yes.
zoo staff are going to give a pedicure.
Yes, so this is Rocky. He is one of our Malaysian Serama chickens. And we found that the easiest way to keep their nails the appropriate length is to actually use this little nail file for people.
And by the way, they have to do this. We
Yes.
have to continually look
Yes.
after these animals.
Yes.
And even while we're closed, and our staff here have to work together to do that, because you can't just do it on your own.
Yes, I mean, with medical care like this, we can't just stop doing their medical care. We need to be constantly working and upkeeping things so everybody stays happy and healthy. So these guys usually get trim about every 2 weeks. So usually on their day that they get their health checks, they'll also get their nails filed. So roosters have very large spurs, which we're going to see here in a minute. And these will keep growing and growing over their lifetime. Well, we have to make sure they don't curve back around into their leg or get so long that they maybe will get caught on something. So we will trim them every 2 weeks to keep them at the appropriate length. And you'll notice that Rocky here, he doesn't mind at all getting his nails trimmed. Rocky has been handled since he was a little baby chick, so he's perfectly fine being held on his back
Hey,
like
if you're
this.
finished, I'll take my foot out here. Okay. All right. I've got to take my sock off now. Oh, no, social distancing. You're not allowed to. Okay, I can't have my pedicure today. All right, what a shame. All right, here I was thinking I'd get a free pedicure.
Yes.
Okay, so, all right, we're going to
Yes.
show these again?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll show you these again. We're not going to tell you the answers right now. We're going to show them again. We want you to guess. All right, so Sarah Jo's going to hold them up for us. What is number 1? What is number 1? Okay, I see a lot of you have been answering. All right. What is number 2? So let's see here. Somebody said number 2 is a koala, but we don't have koalas.
We do not have koalas.
We do not have koalas. For
No.
the person who said koala, no, it's only living animals in our zoo, right?
Yes.
Only
Either in the zoo here at the museum or
zoo
the zoo
here
at
at
the
the
Ark.
museum or the Ark.
Yes.
Okay, all right, we don't have a koala. Okay. So what is that one? That one's really hard to tell. Yeah, that one's very difficult to guess. All right, number 4. All right. Number 5.
That one's my favorite.
That one's your favorite?
Well,
I can't
either
figure
5
out-
or 6.
I can't figure out what that is.
5 or 6 is my favorite.
Number 6. There we are, number 6. Number 7. All right, we're giving you another opportunity. You can change your answers here, okay?
Yes.
And before we come back and tell you the actual animals they belong to, and Sarah Jo, I hope you know. Oh, yes, she does. Okay, so Sarah Jo knows. So, Leanne, what are we going to do next? And then we'll come back and...
Okay, so next we're going to show you Gomer getting his daily physical therapy. So I'm going to let...
Oh, so our vet tech's going to do physical therapy on Gomer.
Yes. I'm
Gomer
going to
the
let
camel.
Sarah Jo
Okay.
tell you a little bit about this. And then I will start doing his physical therapy while she talks
Okay,
talks
so
to us and tells us
can we
about
hop
it.
up on the platform to watch, or come in here?
You can come in here.
Okay, all right. Okay, so
So this is Gomer. He's our famous camel here at the Creation Museum. He was the first camel we ever got. And Gomer is a little bit older. He's aging. He'll be 15 years old this year. And he might come out and come say hi. He says there's lots of new
15?
people in here.
and you call that old?
Yeah. Well,
So then
if
what do you
look at
call
his-
me?
If you look at his joints, he's actually got some pretty short joints down there. And what's that led to is a little bit of arthritis, which is pretty common in some animals. And it's easy to manage in some animals. But when this guy being about 1,500 pounds, we have to do a whole lot to make sure that arthritis doesn't bother him. So on top of daily medication that he gets, he also participates in his own stretches. So right now, what he's doing, he's been trained to target. So what that means is he reaches for that little ball on the stick, and then he gets a treat. So what we're having him do is reach up as high as he can, and then as low as he can. And he'll do each of those 3 times. And that's going to stretch out his neck muscles really well. And then he's going to
So
do...
if I get one of those sticks and a ball for my wife,
Good luck.
right, I could help her practice stretching her neck and stuff. You know.
Yeah, you let
Okay.
me know how it goes.
All right, okay.
So then what else we're going to do, so he has some of that arthritis mainly in his shoulders and his neck. So what Leanne's going to do next after he gets his treat for being a good boy and reaching up really high for us, he's actually going to reach all the way back to his hip. I'll see if you guys are this flexible. Can you reach all the way back as far as he's going to? So he reaches.
Oh, that hurts.
So that's going to stretch out his neck really well, and he does each side 3 times every single day. He gets these stretches, and that really helps manage the arthritis that he's dealing with.
Someone here said my kids rode him.
Yes. Yep. Gomer is actually retired from rides now since he has that arthritis. Now he's just living his best life, getting all of the treats he wants. And
actually, we've moved all the camel rides now down to the Ark.
yes. Yep.
And that's going to be a specialty place there for the camel rides, and we're totally changing all this area to be more interactive for
Right.
animals and,
yes,
and
it's
kids.
very exciting changes that are coming up. So Gomer also is very, very spoiled. And like I was saying, where we have those specialty vets that do different things for our animals, we actually have a chiropractor come out every month for Gomer.
A chiropractor for the camel?
Yes, yep. Every 4 weeks, Gomer gets chiropractic
they're
adjustment.
vets that specialize in chiropractic for animals?
They do, yep.
Really?
That's actually what he does pretty exclusively is chiropractics and acupuncture. So Gomer also gets acupuncture once a month. So he does very, very well. Our vet is very, very sweet and gives him lots of treats. So it's a very positive experience
So
for
is this
him.
the most spoiled camel in the world?
Oh, for sure. Yes. Wait until you hear what else he gets. So he gets his chiropractic adjustment, his acupuncture, his daily stretches with all those treats, and he also has his own massage therapist. He gets massage therapy once a month as well, and that helps him retain all the work that chiropractor did.
Can they stop at our house on the way from here? I need some massaging on my shoulders.
Yeah, these guys get really fantastic vet care.
And he's only 15 years old.
Yes, yeah.
See? And I'm a lot older than that.
You deserve the chiropractor too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So sometimes when he's reaching up really high like that, you'll even hear his neck pop, kind of like when you
Somebody
go to a
said
chiropractor.
here, camel privilege. Yeah.
Yes.
Have you been accused of camel privilege?
Maybe. Yeah, Gomer was the first camel here, so he's got a very special place in our hearts, and we do just about everything we can to make him
This
as
is
happy as
racism against all the other animals.
possible. Speciesist.
Yeah,
that's
you're
what
not
that's
being
called.
politically correct giving camel privilege. What
Yeah.
a world we live in. Somebody said here was a highlight for them to ride the camel.
Oh, that's awesome. I'll have to come to the Ark and ride them as we open back up.
So that's a little bit of his physiotherapy for the day.
Yep. So he
Okay.
just recently had his chiropractor and acupuncture, so he's all set, and he just does those daily stretches.
Okay, so
Every
he's
day.
had a massage, had his chiropractor,
Oh,
had
yeah.
his acupuncture,
And now he
had
gets to
his
spend his whole day laying
physiotherapy,
down.
and now he can go lay down and sleep.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what I need to do. All right, so Sarah Joe, is
Yes.
the last thing we got to do anything else today, or before we go through and tell them who got
Yeah, we're going to see who is able to guess the
who
X-rays
got it right
correctly.
in regard to
Yeah.
those X-rays? Okay, let's go and do that. All right. So, LC5 says, I like the camel. Hi, Elsie. I'm glad you could join us today. All right, we're going to see if you got it right or not. Let me know if you got it right, okay? So you need to answer on here. I need to see if you got it right. Somebody said he's very handsome. Were they talking about me or the camel?
Who knows?
I was trying to figure out. Yeah, wonder who they mean there.
Gomer is very handsome.
Well,
I think he knows it a little bit.
Maybe they were talking about the camel. Okay. All right. So, Sarah Jo, you ready?
Yes.
Everyone, all you kids out there, tell me if you get this right. Number one is?
That is a camel foot. That is actually Gomer's foot.
Okay, number one's the camel.
Yeah, can you see his feet over there? This is what it looks like on
If you got the
X-ray
camel
version.
right, tell me you got the camel right. Okay.
Cool thing about this, the camels, llamas, and alpacas are all in the same created kind. So if you take a look at a camel foot, and on the back we have an alpaca foot. So they're very, very similar. They both have those two toes, but they're separated in the
They're all
alpacas.
the same kind. And that's the uniqueness about what we do here.
Yes.
We teach from a biblical worldview perspective. So, all right.
Great.
It's windy today too.
It is.
Did we lose one down there?
We might have. Let me see.
So,
We still got number 2.
okay, so number two. Number two. Okay.
Can we get our guesses in?
You know, I wasn't sure what number two was, but it's got claws on the end.
That's a wallaby hand. That's a little wallaby paw.
Oh, it's
Do you
a
guys remember
wallaby
looking
hand.
at
Okay.
Boomer's hand? He
Who
held
got
his hand
that
out
right?
for
That's
us.
the wallaby.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Did we lose?
All right.
Number.
And now we're looking for number 3. The wind messed
Is that
everything
it?
up. Number 3 looks like a fish to me. That's what I thought
Not
it was.
quite. Let's see if anybody got it. That is a bearded dragon.
Yeah, I saw somebody on here that said it was a bearded dragon.
Yeah, well done.
So
Alrighty.
Alyssa 4 and Alexia 7 are wanting to come to the Ark. We want you to come to the Ark. We want you to be at the Ark. Pray that God would do a miracle in this nation and allow us to open them up sooner than later.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so let's go on to the next one.
All right.
Number 4.
This one's a little bit more common.
Is
that is
is it a bird of some sort?
It is. It's a duck foot. So you
Oh,
kind of miss the
duck.
webbing when you take the x-ray like that, but that is a duck.
Okay, it's a duck. One
Mm-hmm.
of you all got that one right. So number 4 is a duck. Okay.
All right. Let's see what do we have next.
And
I am
number
all out of order.
5 comes after 4, Sarah
There we
Jo.
go.
Okay.
This one
Right.
might be tough.
Yeah, it's tough. Is that a pig?
No. The nose might be a little similar.
It's not a pig. A goat?
Nope. This is our coatis. So you might have seen them. These guys are just at the Creation Museum Zoo right now. So once a year they get a dental.
They're in the raccoon kind, right?
Yes, they are. Yep.
And they sort of look like raccoons, but they're nicer.
Depends.
Depends. Hey, I have
Yep.
raccoons that raid my bird feeders. They're awful
Oh, yeah.
things.
They're very, very smart.
They're very smart.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. They outsmarted me. I ended up, at one time, I threw the bird cages away and said, okay, they win. I gave in. All right. So someone said I was close on number 4.
Close.
So,
All right.
okay, somebody here said they live in Klamath Falls, Oregon, and want to come for a week. I tell you what, you could spend a whole week at the Creation Museum of the Ark. There is so much to do. We just have to pray the Lord will allow us to open them as soon as we can. We're ready. And the staff that are at home are all ready to come back to work. They want to come in and open it. So anyway, number 6.
Number 6. This is the wallaby's hind foot. So if you look really close, you can actually see these 2 little tiny toes, and those are used specifically for grooming. So that's his really big back feet that helps him jump really high.
So you had 2 from the wallaby.
2 wallaby. I was trying to throw you guys
Ah,
through
yeah,
the
you
ringer.
were. That was very tricky of you, Sarah Jo. Really tricky.
All right, I got one last one. This one's my favorite.
Okay, now somebody on here said they thought that was a sloth.
Nope, not quite. This guy is at the Ark Encounter, though, at the Ararat Ridge Zoo there. This is our African crested porcupine. So take a look at those big teeth. They're rodents, so he's going to keep on growing those teeth and have
African-crested-
to...
I would never have guessed that was
Yes.
a porcupine.
Yep, that's
Never.
the porcupine.
Okay, how many got that right? How many knew that was a porcupine? Come on, don't cheat, tell me.
Don't cheat.
Okay. So there we are. Well, that was a fun day today.
Yeah.
It really was. Thanks, Sarah Jo, for being with us, and Leanne. And we got some more animal counters coming up. Yeah, what are we doing tomorrow at 3 o'clock? Do we know what we're doing tomorrow? Tomorrow. Oh, a special encounter with the sloths and
Another
another animal.
Another animal. Yes.
Yeah, a
Yes.
secret animal.
There's another secret animal that appears in the
We're
sloth.
with the sloths, but there's a secret animal.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
A hint, they're also from South America.
They're all from South America.
Yes.
A secret animal from South America. There you are. So that is fantastic. So Susie, Eddie, I got 1, 2, 4 right. Okay. Thank you for doing these. The kids love them. Thank you for doing these. Carla 7 and Ezra 6 are really enjoying them. Thank you. So a lot of people saying they enjoyed that. That's a great
Good.
teaching session. Can we do some more teaching sessions?
Oh,
You know, while we're
absolutely.
closed to the public and we're seeing the encounters with the animals, I think it'd be great to do some more teaching sessions like that. Sarah Jo, you did a great job. I'm amazed you even knew all those. I mean, being a vet tech, I suppose you should, right?
Did you pass?
No. Okay, I admit it, I failed. All right, I won't tell you how many I got wrong, but there was a few. All right, there we are. We've had a fun time today. Hope you enjoyed it all. Join us here. Hey, by the way, answerseaster.org, okay? Mums and dads and kids, answerseaster.org. I've got to say it right. Answerseaster.org. Look at our programs for Easter. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Special kids programs with Brian Osborne. 3 p.m. on Good Friday, Saturday, and Resurrection Day, Sunday. And I'm doing a special devotion with Ray Comfort. I host a devotion with Ray Comfort, 8 a.m. Sunday morning. And I do one on my own Friday morning at 8 a.m. And Saturday night, I saw a little bit of it today. Steve Hess and Southern Salvation, I saw them sing this. They're going to sing classic Easter hymns Saturday night at 7 p.m. Fantastic. They sang today and videoed and sent the video to me of, you know, the one, Up From the Grave He Arose. Love that Easter hymn. Fantastic. Anyway, that's Saturday night. So make sure you tune in for all our Easter programs, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Spend Easter with Answers in Genesis. We have some unique teaching programs dealing with the resurrection and the message of the gospel and the crucifixion, and so it goes. So with that, we're going to say good afternoon from a beautiful, sunny, 79 degrees, beautiful, sunny, blue sky, northern Kentucky, with the pampered camel in the background. There we go. All right. Have a fun day.